Hi fellow travelers, today we're here with Mark Payne from StoryScapeTravel. Welcome Mark.
Thanks Dimitri, and once again welcome to South Africa.
Thank you. We're just going to discuss a few things with Mark about StoryScapeTravel. Firstly, what sets StoryScape apart from other travel operators?
Well, as you know Dimitri, a lot of people can now afford to come to South Africa, but a lot of people want to have an itinerary which is tailor-made to suit both their requirements, their habits and their tastes, not to just jump on a bus with 40 other people and be shown what the bus driver thinks is best for the tourist. We want to try and offer a service which creates specialized itineraries for travelers, which really suits them. It's a bit like going into a tailor at Harrods and having your suit made, tailor-made, but at a reasonable cost. We specialize in small groups, but especially self-drive. We really want to understand the requirements of the individual or individuals, their hobbies, their interests, and then we'll suggest destinations. Within those destinations, we'll suggest suppliers and points of interest. And once they're satisfied, we'll link all of the dots.
And Mark, tell us a little bit about the app that you utilize.
Yeah, we know all our destinations and suppliers. The only thing we don't know is the potential client coming down here. So we thrash this out via email and conversations, Skype conversations, whatever. Once we've got suggestions, we will actually send them an app, or they'll download an app onto their smartphone, and we'll send them their itinerary so they can view that itinerary not just on paper or via the web, but on their smartphone. And it also gives them the ability to actually, almost in a form of virtual reality, go through their, albeit in 2 dimensions, go through their holiday to see if it's really what they wanted. And it doesn't stop there. When they actually come to South Africa, they'll use that as a roadbook in their self-drive experience. So every day we'll show them where they have to go, all of the GPS coordinates, the destinations, the topics of interest, everything they need to have a pleasurable day.
Just talk a little bit about the accommodation and the experience one gets with the types of accommodation that you offer.
Yeah, see, accommodation is actually quite simple. The problem that you've got is when you want to choose your accommodation and you have never met anyone who's actually been there, you'll go onto the web and you'll find some lovely text, some beautiful photography, but what you can't get through the internet is a true 3-dimensional experience of that accommodation. It's about the people, it's about the service, it's about the smells. You really should have been there, or one of your mates should have been there to really know what it is. So we make a point, one of our staff goes to every accommodation, not just on a single basis, but on a regular basis, especially if it's been sold. And we vet it so that if we recommend a piece of accommodation, we know exactly what we're selling and what it's going to be like. We've made a point that all of our destinations have expert guides. So we don't have a situation where we have a tour guide in a bus that knows a little bit about a lot of things. We make sure that for the self-drive individuals, they get to a destination and there are the best South African expert guides at those destinations to take them on their tour where they are.
Mark, thank you for joining us here at this beautiful location.
It was such a pleasure talking to you, Dimitri. Thank you very much.
And it's such a pleasure being in such a beautiful environment, one of many in South Africa. And I'm just going to end off with a small quote, one of my favorite. We travel not to escape life, but so that life doesn't escape us. See ya.